What's going on?
Mike, being a guy who's been in that linebacker journey for as long as you have been, and to see what happened to Ray coming off the field, how much of an emotional toll is that for the defense, especially those linebackers who, I mean, they pretty much are such a tight group, and how did it carry over on the field?
Well, senior day really it kind of brought to a reality that, Ray will be leaving the room after this game this week, and Ray has really grown to be a guy that I actually look up to. And, I just want to mention that recently we voted for team captains, and Ray was pretty much a unanimous vote in my mind for defensive captain for the year. And not once did I think about, voting for myself, or I think Hunter was the second guy that I was probably going to vote for. But the way that Ray plays with such passion and how much he devotes to the team in the film room, in the weight room, conditioning from the summertime, that's just a guy that I look to. And really a guy that I look up to. And I'll tell him that right now, that he's pretty much an inspiration to me. And to see him go down in a game that I know that he had prepared so hard for, right after we pretty much get off the bus, he's in that film room getting ready for the next game. And to see him go down the way that he did, it just hurt my heart. And I know that not just the other linebackers in the room, but everybody on the team kind of felt that compassion for him, because we know that's a guy who really has that drive to keep going. And I know if he could have gone out there with a broken foot, he would have done so.
What does this last game mean to you guys, just as a chance to bring closure to the season in a positive light? What's kind of this talk around the locker room about this game and finishing strong?
Well, we all know that the season didn't quite turn out the way that we had hoped it to, but we're just looking at this next game as the next game on the schedule, and pretty much, as Coach Berry always reiterates, we're going to try to be 1-0 this week. And Georgia Southern is a great team, and we're looking to come out on top. And I don't want to say we're putting too much emphasis on that this is our final game. This is just the next game, and we're going to approach it any way that we would any other game.
I remember last year, y'all said it didn't go the way you wanted to either, even though you finished up 6-6. I know that y'all were picked preseason favorites.
Right.
But then to be able to beat like we had in that last game, it really kind of gave y'all some energy and put an exclamation point on the season. And so like I asked Coach Berry, no matter what happens, to be able to be like, well, we're the only ones on the team.
Right.
And I thought, Georgia Southern.
Right.
Does that add to it?
That would be good, something good to say, but it would be even better to one day hopefully say that we're Sunbelt champions. And that's the ultimate goal of all your off seasons, all your wins during seasons, even your losses that you grow from. The ultimate goal is to come out number one on the Sunbelt. But, for the sake of this conversation, coming out on top of Georgia Southern would be a great conclusion to this season. And I think it'll give us a little extra drive going into this 2015 off season, into the spring, and rolling over into next fall.
Being a guy that's coming back and having another year.
I'm an old guy.
Coach Berry was kind of mentioning the 2011 season, how it didn't go the way they wanted it to.
Right.
After being 1 point away from bowl eligibility the year before. And then that carried over into 2012. Do you already see that starting to take shape because guys who are coming back next year are going, with all these close losses? Definitely.
The talk in the locker room was, man, I can't wait to go back home to start hitting the weights real hard, because I'm so anxious to get back into the off season. I've never heard guys, really just young guys, freshmen talking about, I can't wait to do off season. I can't wait for fourth quarters. I'm like, hold on, because fourth quarters are coming, and it's going to be a rude awakening. But it's a good way to test your soul, and just to see these guys anxious to get to it, it makes me proud of them, and it's just something good to see. And I feel like we're going to approach this the right way, and hopefully it carries over to next year.
Your soul, that's kind of deep.
Well, that's what it's for. Weeds out the weekend and lets us as a team know who that we can depend on. For the most part, everybody finishes it with flying colors. But it's just a good way, as Coach Berry would say, to expose who you are as a man, and that's what fourth quarters is all about.
They're raw. Some of the different stations y'all have, it definitely would touch your soul.
Definitely.
Mike has a good way of talking, and he also is apparently the guy that has the most useless information. Is that correct?
A walking encyclopedia, yeah.
So So if you've had like the most random thing that would be like, I learned something today, what can you give us?
Well, this is not something I learned today, but this is something that I learned probably within the last month, that other than human beings, elephants are the only other creatures with chins. I never knew that. I never would have looked at the elephant and seen the chin, but I guess it's there. Yeah, you know.
No, I need to learn something new today. I know you got it.
Right.
I needed something today. Because you don't learn something new every day in your day.
Well, there you go. Hey, knowledge is power. Hey.